Congratulations, Yetur. Am I saying your name right? Want to make sure.
Yeah, no, you got it good.
Congratulations. I'm Elena Getzenberg with the Charlotte Observer. Just to start off, were you surprised to get picked with the Panthers? What was your interaction with them over the past few months?
I mean, I've had some really good discussions with the Carolina Panthers, some good FaceTimes, and I felt good about it when I left the combine initially. So I knew there was a chance that, I was going to get selected by the Carolina Panthers. It's just been a blessing.
Yetur, Josh Klein from the Riot Report. Congratulations again. As you went through your career at Penn State, what do you think that you were able to get better at the most? What were you able to improve on the most as you went on through your career?
Yeah, I think the thing I did the most at Penn State would probably just learn more about football and improving, technique-wise, because I didn't really play a lot of football growing up. And then going into high school, I played at a really small high school where not a lot of plays or anything like that. So just becoming more knowledgeable of, what I was being asked to do and the things going on around me.
Yetur, hi, this is Jordan Rodriguez with The Athletic and formerly covering Penn State. So I just wanted to know how special this moment is actually for you to be with your family right now, taking a couple moments, I'm sure, to think of the people who are not with you right now and what this moment means for you.
Absolutely. I think, we've all leaned on each other a lot, celebrating, us still being here and being in this moment. It means everything to us. I know I'm freaking excited. I know my family probably even more excited.
Yetur, you said that you kind of had an inkling that the Panthers might be taking you here. Was it just the connection that you had with Coach Marty Hurney? What were those talks like that kind of led you to that?
Yeah, just talking to the Coach Marty, Coach Matt Rhule, and my position coach, Mike Fair. I just felt really good. A lot of conversations, people, all teams dealt with different ways. I remember leaving that phone call thinking, I felt really good about that one. And, hopefully it will make me care that a Panther. It's just exactly what happened.
Hey, Yetur, Chris Jenkins with Charlotte Vibe. Welcome to the Carolinas. How would you describe yourself both as a player and as a person to this fan base here that might not be too familiar with you so far?
Yes, sir. As a player, someone who's always hardworking, willing to learn, and determined to be great. And as a person, someone who just brings positive energy, just to life and any locker room, any interaction. I try to conduct myself that way at all times. So just carrying that mindset with me in each and everything I do.
Hey, Yetur, it's Joe Person with The Athletic in Charlotte. How you doing, man?
Doing great. I'm doing great.
Awesome. Hey, just wondered, if you knew Derek Brown at all and what the Panthers sort of told you in the pre-draft about whether they were just looking to just load up on this defensive front and add pass rushers.
They didn't tell me what they were thinking about picking. So it was kind of just lucky that I ended up being the one. I feel extremely blessed to have this opportunity. And Derek Brown, obviously I knew him. I heard about him, and I never had a chance to speak to him though. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
Hey, Yetur, Phil Orrin from the ABC affiliate here in Charlotte. Did you have any previous relationship with Matt Rhule? I mean, did you run into him when you were getting recruited or anything like that? And if so, what was that relationship like?
I never spoken to Matt Rhule before. Just not during my recruiting process or anything like that. My dad just told me he offered me when he was the head coach at Temple. I didn't even know. So I guess he's had his eye on me for a while.
Yetur, Mike Solarte with Spectrum News. The question that I have for you is that with the Panthers going, I should say, with two defensive linemen in their first two picks, that seems to send a message that they really want big production out of you and Derek coming in. The challenge of meeting those expectations, do you even think about something like that, or are you just kind of putting your head down and going to work?
My mentality, I just show up and work. Show up and get my hardest each and every day, and try to be great. So I know that they're going to get everything out of me. And at the end of the day, I got no lack of confidence in what that's going to be.
Yetur, again, congratulations. And something that Coach Rhule touched on last night with the way this division is shifted with the addition of Tom Brady, obviously having Matt Ryan in Atlanta and then Drew Brees just a little bit further south than New Orleans. When you look at that round out of quarterbacks, is there anyone in particular that you're most excited to get after this season?
I mean, I think probably everybody would say the GOAT, Tom Brady. I want to sack Tom Brady. So there's no one else you really want more than Tom Brady.
Just hearing those names, man, what goes to your head thinking that you're in the same league as them, but now you're in the same division, and you're going to be trying to beat them, and they're going to know who you are, vice versa, and just that you've made it to this level now?
I mean, it's incredible. These are the guys I've been watching on TV since I was a little kid. So, now that I'm finally here, I know the work is just beginning even more. So, I'm ready. This is the best feeling I've had probably my whole life.
Hi, Yetur. This is Jason Brown with Spectrum News. Congratulations on being drafted. You touched on where you felt you had improved over the course of your career at Penn State. Is there one particular aspect as a defensive end? Is it as a speed rusher, or is it your physicality? What do you think is the one trait that stands out for you now as a defensive end?
I mean, I think, athletically, that's where you find me being a lot different from a lot of other people, that I was being compared against. I've just always been a tremendous athlete, and, thank you. Through my hard work, I was able to improve that. So athletic-wise and technique-wise, like I talked about earlier, I feel like I'm on climbing this upward hill, and, I'm nowhere near the top still. So there's more work to be done.
Hi, Yetur. Vincent Richardson with the Wright Report. In your conversations with the coaches, like pre-draft, did you get an idea of whether they see you exclusively on the edge or whether you sort of maybe kick inside as well on some passing downs?
I don't know yet.
How does that versatility, if they do ask you to move around, how do you think that versatility helps you in terms of your different ways you can approach as a pass rusher?
I've had plenty of experience, rushing inside and outside in college. I was asked to move all around the front four, so I had no problem, going inside or outside, and no issue with it, preference-wise. So wherever they need me to be, that's where I'll be at.
You seem like truly jubilant right now, and understandably so, like overjoyed. Some guys try to play this really cool. Are you doing anything tonight in particular to celebrate? I know you can't go out anywhere, but what do you guys got planned?
I'm just looking forward to getting over there and hugging my family. That's my focus right now.
Yeah, hey, I know this is you've had some tragedies earlier in your life, and I know this probably isn't the best place to ask you about, something so close probably to your heart. But how have you dealt with these as you've grown up? And I just wonder if you could talk a little bit about that and how it has shaped you as a person.
Yeah, I'll take those things, kind of putting, the rest of my life into perspective. Just about taking advantage of every opportunity and every second, every day. Give your best and love the people around you. And as me and my family, very very close group. So that's how it's affected me. On and off the field. And I'm just happy to be in this moment. With these people, and I can't wait to celebrate.
Yetur, this is Nick Carbone from the NBC affiliate here. Welcome. Have you had to get creative when it comes to workouts during this time? When we talked to Derek yesterday, he said he was filling buckets with sand. What have you been up to?
I've actually talked to my old training staff over at Penn State, and they give me a lot of workouts to do each and every day. And I connected with my longtime trainer, Sudan Allerton, who's been working me out. So I'm staying in great shape. And, there's a little creativity going on, running like old conditioning tests and stuff like that every other day. But, just doing whatever I can to stay in shape.
Yetur, WFNZ, is there a player that you growing up, you said you didn't really start playing until later. So was there a player you kind of looked up to or in the NFL or in college that, said, hey, I want to kind of model my game after him, anything like that for you?
Yeah, kind of like you said, not really watching much football growing up. I really, even now, try to focus on myself, being the best player I can be. But obviously, looking at the guys that are in the position where you want to be, like JPP. I watched JPP a lot when I was young, more than anybody else, I should say. So that'd be the guy I kind of want to take from his game.
Yetur, Christian from Fox 46. Congratulations, first off. Have you talked to Coach Franklin yet? Has he sent you a note at all?
Yeah, Coach Franklin's been texting me a lot. I called him the other day, so when I finish up the interviews, I'm gonna give him a call.
Guys, we have time for just a couple more before we have to let Yetur go.
Hey, Yetur, I was wondering what your relationship was like with Sean Spencer. Kind of heard how he takes guys under his wing and really tries to coach them up as people and as players. Was that your experience as well? And if you could expand a little.
Absolutely. I view him as like a second father to me. That guy is he's an extension of my family in every aspect. I got so much love for that guy. I'd do anything for him. Absolutely. And as a coach, he's phenomenal as a mentor. Even better. So I couldn't ask to be put in a better situation than playing for him.
Was going to ask a little bit more about Matt Rhule and recruiting you. I know you said you were hearing that from your dad, but what did he say? And was it when he was at Temple?
Yeah, he said he offered me because I got offered from Temple when I was in high school. I didn't realize Matt Rhule was the coach back then.
Have you talked to Rhule about it yet?
I have not. Probably should have committed.
Hey, Yetur, it was known that you have some interesting style for your shoes. I'm curious if you did the Crocs tonight, and which one did you pick out?
I got the Crocs with me right now. Yeah, and I got all my favorite gibbets in it too. Got my whole family, a bunch of Crocs, so everyone's crocked out. Wearing my favorite shoe.
So what started that for you?
I think, at a young age, I just put them on and I was like, I don't really want to wear anything else. I felt like this was like me in a shoe. So it's just always been part of my fit.